What if Earth's population reached 100 billion? Today, Earth is home to over 8 billion people. It might feel like a lot, but this number is growing at a rapid pace. But what if that number didn't stop growing? What if, one day, we reach 100 billion humans? How would our planet handle such a massive population? Could we keep living here? Or would we be forced to look elsewhere for survival? Let's explore this extreme scenario together. How long would it take to reach 100 billion? In the year 1800, the world's population was just 1 billion people. By 1927, it had doubled to 2 billion, and by 2022, we reached 8 billion. At this rate, scientists predict it could take another 200 to 300 years to reach 100 billion. That's a century of growth where our world could become increasingly crowded. However, there's a catch. Birth rates are actually falling in many countries around the world. If this trend continues, Earth may never reach 100 billion at all. But let's imagine, just for a moment, what if it did? Where would 100 billion people live? With 100 billion people, the biggest problem we'd face is space. Today, the entire human race could fit within Los Angeles if we stood shoulder to shoulder. But 100 billion people. That's 12 times more people than we have today. Imagine a world where cities are packed beyond capacity, with no room to move. To solve this, we'd have no choice but to build upwards. Gigantic skyscrapers could rise miles into the sky. Or maybe we'd go down, transforming underground spaces into sprawling cities. And when land runs out, we could turn the floating cities on the oceans, or even build new islands in the sea. The Earth would feel like a concrete jungle, stretching into every direction. What would we eat? Today we produce enough food to feed about 10 billion people. But feeding 100 billion, we'd need 10 times more food, more farms, more animals, and most importantly, more fresh water. The entire planet's farmland will be consumed by this massive need for food. To make this work, we'd have to rethink how we grow food. Imagine massive vertical farms stacked in towering skyscrapers, using every inch of space to grow crops. In the future, lab-grown meat and 3D printed meals could become the norm to feed billions. But even with all this, fresh water will be in short supply, and that could lead to major conflicts over resources. Pollution and climate change would go extreme. With billions more people, there will be a huge increase in energy use, factory production, and pollution. Right now, the 8 billion people on Earth already strain the environment. Now, imagine how extreme things could get with 100 billion. Cities could be covered in thick smog, the air unhealthy to breathe, and our planet's temperature rising out of control. But it's not all doom and gloom. With the right technology, we might still be able to survive. Advanced solar farms in space, fusion energy, and carbon capturing systems could help us manage pollution and stabilize the climate. But there's one big question. Could we build these technologies in time to prevent catastrophe? Sci-fi extreme, leaving Earth for new worlds. If Earth became too crowded, we'd have only one option: leave. Colonizing Mars, the Moon, or even building enormous space stations to house billions of people could become our new reality. Space might just be the only place left where humanity could expand. Elon Musk has already set a goal for a Mars colony by 2050. By the time we hit 100 billion, we could be living in floating cities on Venus, underground on Mars, or even in massive space stations orbiting distant stars. Our future might involve exploring new worlds and creating human colonies far from Earth. Would we survive or collapse? A 100 billion person Earth could go in two very different directions. A futuristic paradise, where we thrive in harmony with advanced technology, renewable energy, and artificial intelligence. Or it could all fall apart. Overpopulation, wars, food shortages, and climate disasters could lead to the collapse of civilization as we know it. One thing is certain: humanity is always growing, always adapting. The future is in our hands. We must decide if we can make it work, or if we will face the consequences of our own survival. What do you think? Could we handle 100 billion people, or would Earth break under the pressure? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching Inside Universe. If you enjoyed this mind-blowing journey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible what-if scenarios. And hit the bell icon so you never miss a new adventure. See you soon in the next video.